is the final video in my series on witch trials that aren't Salem. And next up, New Netherland, aka New York. Now, New York is another state that few people associate with witch trials. And as far as anyone can tell, the trials in New York were spared executions. That was real country, y'all. Sorry. Elizabeth Garlick and her husband settled in East Hampton, Long Island in 1657. The area was considered part of New York, but within a few months became part of Connecticut. From the start, stories surrounded Elizabeth about her practice of witchcraft. During Goodwife Howe's illness, she called out, "A witch, a witch, now you're going to come torture me." When her father asked her what she'd seen, she replied a black thing at the end of her bed, and Elizabeth was double-tongued, used pins, and stood ready to tear her to pieces. A few days later, Goody Howe was dead. At Goody Davis's house, she dressed her children in clean white linen. Elizabeth came in and said how pretty one of the children looked. As soon as she uttered the words, she said, "The child is not well." Within 5 days, the child had died. Another woman's breast milk dried up, and her child sickened soon after. A couple of people even said their livestock died. Now, Elizabeth was sent to Connecticut for trial, and the court felt that she deserved to die, but in the end, she was acquitted. In 1660, Mary Wright of Oyster Bay was suspected of witchcraft. She was sent to Massachusetts for trial. She also wasn't convicted of witchcraft, but was found guilty of being a Quaker and banished. In 1665, Ralph Hall and his wife were accused at Brookhaven. They were indicted after George Woods and an infant child got sick and died. No witnesses appeared in court to give testimony, and they were both acquitted and released. In 1670, Catherine Harris, who was already mentioned as one of the witches in Connecticut, had been banished from that colony, and she settled in Westchester. Now, complaints immediately came in from surrounding neighbors that she was a witch, and the constable gave her an order to leave, but Catherine refused. And because of her otherwise good behavior, she was allowed to stay. Now, a lot of these, as I said, come from people who are trying to, get something out of it on their end. Usually a lot of shady land deals, trying to steal real estate, inheritances and whatnot. But yeah, that's the end of the witch trial sagas. Unless I find any more, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.